If you think about Oberlin as a leading smaller liberal arts institution in this country, I mean, we have a world-class conservatory, we have an environmental studies program that has gotten a lot of attention in recent years, and we have now a Center for Albino Squirrel Research, and I think that that's something to be proud of. Williams doesn't have one. Amherst doesn't have one.
A lot of us are very excited about the kind of interdisciplinary opportunities involved in researching albino squirrels.
Albino squirrels have had a very important connection with Latin America, and I don't think most people know this, but with Latin American revolutionary movement.
Probably a lot of people don't know about the origin of the albino squirrels here at Oberlin. They were part of a kind of craze for albino squirrels. It started in the 1930s. They were bred for this, because they're not, you have to have a lot of inbreeding for this to happen. But it was because of these cartoons that were done by Monogram Studio. It was a very cheap studio, mostly did westerns, and it was Bingle and Crayons.
And if you look at Cuba in 1959, for example, where Fidel Castro and Che Guevara were off in the Sierra Maestra, well, it was the albino squirrels that I think really set them off on the kind of path that they were settled on.
I'm interested in developing new compounds and thinking about their properties. And so one thing is that I think that there's a need for hair dye for the squirrels.
Bingle and Crayons cartoons were actually the original models for Itchy and Scratchy on The Simpsons. About the first 20 of them consist almost entirely of Bingle and Crayons, or the name of the squirrels, hitting each other over the head with household objects.
What we're trying to do is to develop a very small temperature sensing wireless data system for these things. It's kind of a collar that we'd put around the squirrel's neck with a little temperature monitoring device, and then kind of measure their heat absorption.
And it needs to be environmentally friendly. So the squirrels maybe are out in the rain and there's runoff from that, and so the hair dye can't pollute the water at all. And so that is going to be my contribution to their life, is their environmentally friendly hair dyes so that they can fit in at Oberlin.
Of course, it's easier to do that in the summer when there's actually some sunlight here for them to absorb. But we've got some students working on that right now.
It's one of the sort of unusual, strange little things about the town, as well as about the college that you connect to. Here were the albino squirrels, and I mean, a lot of people went to college, but not everybody went to college where there were albino squirrels.